Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Talking Movies. My name is Josh.
I'm Clay.
I'm Robert Forster. A young, handsome Robert Forster, mind
Nice
you.
to meet you, Robert. Good to have you.
Isn't he?
Nice to meet you too.
6 feet under, isn't he?
Yeah.
Down
Well,
to the dirt nap?
last time we
I'm
had
back.
Bruce Willis, and he
Yeah,
was.
Shit.
We had Bruce Willis on the podcast.
Don't
yeah.
jinx
Now
it,
you're
man.
seeing dead people.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, this is Randy's pick this week. The Death Squad from 1974, the ABC TV movie of the week.
was it really?
It certainly was.
Oh,
That explains a lot.
It sure does. I mean, all the
yes,
commercial
TNT.
breaks.
So that's what I thought that was happening, but I was like, maybe it's just really poor editing. I wasn't sure. I thought that's what it was, but
Oh,
I mean-
it is very much a TV movie.
so this was a shot in the dark. I mean, I said as much when we were talking about it.
Mm.
I think that the description I got was very accurate. They just failed to say a lot of other things that I would like to have known. But for all the like problems that this movie has, I had a great time watching it. But this is like basically, it was riding off of the success of
Magnum Force.
Magnum Force and Death Wish, I believe, had also come out.
Makes sense.
And they were like, oh man, let's, I guess, make a TV version that we can just get a bunch of advertising dollars for. And they got like a couple of guys that were known from TV, and then this young actor guy, Robert Forster, who was, and I mean, he looked like a teenager in this movie for half of it.
Yeah.
And they wrote like this really crappy script and like, you know, got you a 70-something minute movie out of it, which it makes a lot of sense now that you're saying it's the TV thing, because they probably stretched it to about either 90 or 120 with commercials. And, you know, there's a lot of like plot holes in it. There's really bad dialogue. But I've watched it, I think, 3
explain
times.
things and then re-explain them and then re-explain them.
Dude, what if you forget?
It's
And
because
then you forget again.
it's because you left the room during the commercial break and you missed it the first.
Yeah, they were
time.
like, hey, what if the guy's taking a dump during this part of the movie? Like, oh, let's just say it again. Like, oh, that'll work.
Right.
But like, it's a bad movie, man. But I kind of want it on DVD. It made me happy. It's exactly the kind of bad movie that I like. I watched it the first time and I was like, oh, I'm gonna switch the movie up. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I love this movie. This movie's awesome.
I was
What do
watching
you
it.
love
I was like, huh, Randy must have liked this.
I thought
Yeah,
you hated the cops. Like, what's the deal?
Do what?
I said I thought you hated the cops. I was like, what's the deal?
I do hate cops, but when the cops are acting like punk rockers, they're all right. These dudes are psychos in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I think the stuff I liked about it is stuff that y'all don't really care about. It's the stuff that y'all care about, stuff I don't really pay a lot of attention to. So when a movie like this is put on the table, it's gonna be weird because I probably am gonna have a lot of stuff that I enjoyed about it, and y'all are gonna have a lot of things that you are gonna be like, ugh, didn't do this or this right, because it's gonna be like technical things that are objectively done wrong. I don't even have an argument about that. Of course, it's wrong, but you know, I just liked some of the characters. I thought the story was silly, and it reminded me of a bunch of movies I like. It had a bunch of stuff from like, there was one specific scene that like I literally like rewound it and watched it a few extra times because it reminded me so much of Training Day, which is a movie I thoroughly love.
Mm-hmm.
That part where the squinty-eyed, dark-haired cop that wants to look like he's 30, but he's probably closer to 70. He's like, hey man, we're gonna go out to this thing and catch this bad guy, you know. And he's like, oh, what? It's like a, you know, wasn't expecting. He just shows up to pick him up. It's exactly what they do to Ethan Hawke in Training Day. They show up and they grab him and they take him out to this thing and they're setting him up. It's exactly the same. And I just kind of grinned at it. Do what?
Funny thing, I watched this and Training Day started directly after. Like,
Oh, did
Amazon
it?
Not even
tweeted it
surprises
started.
me.
I was like,
That's awesome.
Training Day is pretty kick ass, but I don't want to watch it right now, right? But it was in the file somehow. So.
Yeah, well,
Makes sense.
this will be probably a 12-minute podcast, but you know,
Yeah, I just don't have anything to say about the movie. That's
I was a little concerned about that.
I
was
was
a little
like,
concerned
I was
about
even
that.
looking stuff up, and I'm like, there's nothing to find about this movie. Like
Aaron Spelling produced it. I don't, Tori Spelling's dad, he produced an absolute shit ton of movies
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
70s. So
Yeah.
this is one of them. That was what I noticed.
It's funny because the reason that I picked it is because of Quentin Tarantino. He rants and raves about this movie. I saw him talk about it like 3 different times in different podcasts. I was watching so when I was driving to your house, Josh, on July 4th, and I was stuck in the car all that time, I was just listening to Quentin Tarantino, like little 15-minute clips of him talking about different movies. And he brought this movie up, I think, like 3 or 4 different times in different conversations. And I was like, I've never even heard of this, dude. And I was like, well, if he loves it so much, I'll probably dig it. But I didn't know.
Yeah, I think he mentions it in his book.
Oh, really?
He talks about Dirty Harry as one of the movies he like writes a whole chapter on is Dirty Harry. So he talks about Magnum Force a little bit, and I think he just kind of in passing brings up the title of this movie. But I think he said this is better than Magnum Force. That's what he said.
That's an insane statement.
Seems crazy. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Which one, Magnum Force?
Yeah.
It's better than this.
I'm pretty sure I agree with that.
Here's the thing. So look, man, I'm not very good at choosing movies right now, man. Like everything I pick, it's either like really, really great, but we already knew it was great because it's a movie we've already watched, or I pick something we don't really know much about and it just sucks balls. So like
that's how it be sometimes, man.
Yeah.
That's
so like
good.
I've got one more lined up for the next time, and if it's not a good movie, I'm gonna strictly watch movies with y'all that I've already seen. I'm gonna watch something at least once before I bring it to the table. But I was just kind of thinking that this one would be more of a conversation about like comparing this kind of movie to other movies that exist like it, because in this part of the world, in this part of the timeline, they were like transitioning from a lot of westerns to like the Dirty Harry type. It's just that this movie, nowhere did he ever mention it was like a TV movie. Not that it would have changed my mind at all, but I might have known that it was going to be really heavy plot holes, really heavy and like just weird bad dialogue.
It's melodrama. It's like the TV style.
Right. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Like every time the music is all.
I like that actually. That was the one part I liked about it.
No, there's a lot of stuff I liked about the movie, but I was worried that y'all were going to hate it. I really thought Chris might have at least laughed at it, but he's not here this time, of course, so it doesn't much matter. But
I'm very curious to see what he says. I have a feeling he would not have cared for it much, but
yeah, I can't ever peg what Chris is going to say about anything anymore. I used to think I knew kind of what he thought, but I've been proven wrong too many times.
For myself, like I wasn't like mad. I watched it. I was just
too short to be that mad.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if anything, this is 74 minutes. I'm like, it's not wasting that much of my time. But I like Robert Forster quite a bit. It is riffing on movies that I like. So there was moments. I think the last like 15 minutes are kind of kick ass actually. Like
right.
It kind of goes hard for the last few minutes, but I was just kind of bored and like just kept wanting to reach for my phone, you know.
I can't even be mad about that, dude. Like I can't even be mad about that. It's funny because you're right. Like the last third of this movie is like they should have just made like an episodic like thing and then just been one of them and just chopped it at the end and been like, here's some like dialogue at the front. This is what happened. Yeah. Here's the end of that. Because like I don't know how deep some of these directors go when they're making movies like now. Like, how much do they know about old movies like this? Do you think they're all Quentin Tarantino? Because I don't. I don't think that I bet Christopher Nolan's never seen this. So, like
Nolan, no. I mean, he goes deep, but not in like this type of stuff,
like genre stuff.
Yeah, not in like the grindhousey or the more procedural type stuff.
Right. Yeah, this fit my palate pretty well. This is one that I would like that my friends wouldn't, and it doesn't surprise me. But I wonder because like there were so many things that were in this movie, like little bitty things, like a couple of lines or like one scenario that are in other movies. And I'm like, dude, there's no way that there's just like this coincidence, is there? I don't really believe in coincidences. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious as to who else has seen this and maybe thought like, oh, I like that little bitty thing that they did. I'm going to put that in another movie. And another movie is far superior, much more acclaimed. who's seen this? We're gonna put this video up, and people are gonna be like, "What movie is this?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah, this video is gonna get 5 views.
I mean, I hope it gets at least 2 or 3. At least 2 or 3.
No one has heard of this movie, but that's okay. I don't. That doesn't mean it's bad.
No, but it's kind of why we do these videos is to like. I think, at least in my opinion, part of it is not necessarily the movie that we watch. Well, I guess it's like a twofold thing. Like part of it is the movies that we're watching as a group and we're hanging out as friends talking about them. But part of it is like we're drudging up these movies that maybe we've never seen, maybe none of us have ever heard of. Hugh's always like, "Hey, I don't know if y'all are gonna like this, but listen, I got some crazy movie nobody's ever heard of." And I mean, I would say that it's got a pretty fair average on that. Like I don't think it's terrible. So
yeah, take a shot, man.
That's part of what this
we've all
is.
taken some weird swings.
Yeah,
Not weird in a bad way. I mean,
no. Just this movie is like objectively a poorly made movie, but
yeah.
If this came on a Sunday afternoon and I was watching real like regular ass TV, you bet I would have watched this. I would have sat down and watched the whole thing.
Oh,
I watched it 3 times, dude.
I mean, I think these TV movies of the week, in the 70s, those were kind of events. Like there wasn't anything else to watch. You didn't have even have a VCR. Like you wanted to watch something. Oh, it's Friday night. We're watching the TV movie this weekend.
That's a good point.
Yeah, those were a much bigger deal at the time. I'm sure lots of people watched this when it aired.
Right. Yeah. I would love to ask my mom about it. She's not in a headspace to be talking about movies at all. But I bet my dad. I guarantee you, my dad had seen this movie. Which maybe that's what I found so charming about it is that it reminded me of my dad because it definitely did. Like I'm watching it thinking like, oh, I can remember sitting in the recliner in my dad's lap. And as a matter of fact, Parker watched it with me, and he was like, "I like that," and just went back to what he was doing. I was like, "Yeah, sure you did, buddy." Like. Whatever, man. Like, but I remember stuff like that happening, not necessarily with this movie, of course, but this style of movie for sure. And this very much is grindhousey. Like, I could totally see this being played at some quarter theater back in the 90s, some sticky floor, disgusting place where it's like this movie and then something else that's like an actual B movie. Like,
yeah. I was watching it, and the copy on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
It looks like a VHS rip. Like it's I'm sure it's a tape rip. It has to be.
It's got to be. It looks terrible.
Yeah, and I was really like, I feel like if I could put this on the CRT behind me, I would have probably enjoyed this at like 20% more.
I definitely wanted it on a smaller CRT screen, man. I really.
It honestly would have probably looked better on a CRT TV.
Oh no, it almost certainly would have looked better. That was my biggest gripe with it, is that the copy was so bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, so full transparency, I was gonna switch the movie up. I just forgot until it was already like the weekend, and I was like, whatever, man, I'm not gonna fool with it. But I was like, at that point I was like, whatever, it's 70 minutes. Like I'm not concerned about y'all being like, dude, that was 2.5 hours. Like, what are you doing? That shit was terrible.
Right.
But yeah, I'm sure whoever's got the next pick will bring something considerably better than this. But I got a new list.
I want to talk about what I thought about the movie now.
Yes, please. Sorry.
So I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty average though. But just like you, Randy, I could see when I was a little kid, I used to lay on the floor in my grandparents' house at like 2 o'clock. That was the only time they would let me in the door. I was outside otherwise. It was hot as hell. I would come in, I would eat, I would lay down in front of the TV, and my grandfather would have some bullshit like this on, right? It was like Perry Mason and then a Western or something like this. And so, dude, I was watching, I was like, man, my granddad would have just eaten this shit up. So it was nostalgic for me, right? It has that charm. I do like Robert Forster. I kept looking at my phone. I was like, Robert Forster's in this. Yeah, he's in this. He'll show up soon.
Right. Yeah, he's been in this the whole time.
Robert Forster. I was like, holy crap, man. He has a totally different vibe from, his early acting, I think, to now, to like later acting, to like Foxy Brown and stuff. So I thought it was really interesting to see how he had evolved as an actor, particularly. So it was cool.
His cadence, though, is the same. The way he delivers lines is the same. I was noticing, like, some of the lines he was saying, I was I was thinking about what he was saying. I was like, ooh, those are bad lines, and he's making them work. Like the way that he's delivering the lines, like he pulls them off and just every other actor in this movie is like just playing them flat,
Well, he had a certain degree of cool about him.
Mhm.
I think that when he came around, that he was at that crossroads. Are you going to end up being like a Clint Eastwood or even a James Dean type? He had that
Ooh, I
that weird
bet.
squinty look on his face where he could
Mhm.
look real cool. He could have played a bad guy. He just went the Boy Scout route, and he went that way with his career, and he never played
Huh.
like a
Yeah.
villain that I know of. Uh, and I'm sure he played somebody at some point in his career that wasn't straight and narrow, but like everything I know of him was all like good guy stuff. And I think
Huh.
that this movie, you saw a little bit of, man, he probably could have played the bad seed a little bit, man. He had this little squint, and like whenever they pulled out their guns and started shooting at the guy that was running, he just pop, 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 pop. I don't know if
Mhm.
he was shooting at the dude or like intentionally away from him, and they're like, "You're one of us now." The looks that he had on his face, I was like, he's doing a Clint Eastwood right now. He's playing Dirty Harry right now. He's definitely
Yeah.
playing that character.
Yeah. Later in life, I'm like, how did this guy ever get picked to be, an actor? Like, he didn't, I wouldn't say he had a crazy career or like a real big career or anything, but he's a recognizable
Yeah, he was in a
actor.
lot of stuff.
Mostly later in life, though, and when he's got those heavy lines in his face and stuff. Here, you can see why someone would cast him because he is a good, more of a traditionally good looking guy in this. He has the more good looking
Yeah.
handsome actor type.
Isn't it weird though? It did.
Yeah, I've never seen him like this though.
No,
It's just so weird.
dude, what Clay was saying is not wrong at all. It took me a bit to realize that's who he was. It was a talking
Yeah.
thing, like you said. He said something, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's Robert Forster." I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "He looks like a freaking kindergartner in this, man." I mean, I thought it was awesome. Like things like that, I enjoyed about the movie. But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying though. Is like stuff like that will make me enjoy an entire movie, which is so not what most people are looking for. Like with other movies that come out recently, there's like these little things that I'm like, oh yeah, I like the movie, and it's for like
That's the
a
one.
3-second part of a movie,
Right,
and
it's
it
the
made me
thing, yeah.
makes me like a whole movie. So I watch movies in a weird way, and I think it's fun because my movie collection is different than most people's because of that. And I'll watch these really bad movies, and I find charm in most of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch that I've bought and been like, but I've had a lot of success with this stuff.
I did rewind the end twice because I was like, man, that was pretty crazy. It very abruptly stops.
I love the ending, dude.
And he's like devastated and finally breaks down. But man, it was an interesting movie. Like it had a very like aggressive kind of climax at the end. And I kept thinking like, oh, he's gonna fall in with these guys, right? He's not gonna be a good guy. He's gonna root for the cops. That's what he should do. And but he didn't. So it was pretty. I was like, surely there's going to be some kind of plot hook or something. There really wasn't, but it had me guessing a little bit, so it was good.
Yeah, I was a little perturbed by the ending. Like I liked his whole like breakdown, and then I was just like, wait, that's it,
dude.
They don't even get the guys.
So my reaction was the same, but on the other end of the spectrum. I literally went like this. Like we were watching it because Krista watched it with me the first time as well, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "That's the end," and she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's amazing." I was like, "Yes," because it makes no sense. The end of this movie is so dumb. Like,
hell yeah,
it's not the right ending, but like. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. It's over with. I got stuff to do. I'm gonna go knock out some shit in the office. Like,
right.
But yeah, dude. What about the guy that was sick in the hospital, and he comes in and he's all talking to him. He's like, man, I'm glad you're back on the force. And he's like, my son got shot in the eye, and I'm like, dude, he got shot in the eye, huh? And then he's like, his wife better get with a cop. I was like, bro, what? Oh, is that Josh's dog yelling?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called The Wild Time.
Yeah, dude.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that movie is. Look, man, it's not a good movie, but I really enjoyed it. I literally did watch it 3 times.
I was gonna ask how many times you watched it. Three seems a lot to me, but
it was really short. I watched it once, and then I wanted to watch it again soon after, but the second time I watched it, I didn't get to pay a lot of attention, and then I watched it again today to make sure I didn't forget a bunch of crap. If it was any longer than that, I couldn't have done that, but it was just over an hour. I mean, it's really easy to watch.
Yeah.
Like
actually, I paused it. I remember being like, all right, they're still building into shit. And I paused it and I was like, holy crap, we're 35 minutes in. That's like half the movie.
Yeah, dude. Like you pause it, you come back, oh, it's over with.
I was like, they don't have a whole lot of runway left to do some shit. So
Josh, you remember when he's like in the hospital room with his captain guy, and he's like, they shot my son in the eye.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like, and then he's like, what do you think about his wife? My daughter-in-law, what do you think about her? She's hot, right? I'm like,
yeah.
what is happening right now?
I knew he was a bad guy. I was like, he's definitely the guy that set up the squad. I was,
dude,
of course,
right?
He was.
And then like
he was talking about how bad the world was. Like, I just can't believe there's all this rape happening.
Yes.
He's like, they're driving fast and raping people. I'm like, wait, huh? That's what they're doing, huh?
Used to be this way.
Dude, like. And then you go out in the hall, and she's just this knockout of a woman. And then I like later when he calls, he's like, I need to talk to the captain. She's like, no. He's like, no, I need to. She's like, no, he's dead.
Yeah, right. No, he died. And like he was like, sort of surprised to me. He was like, oh. And I'm like, dude, he's old and he's in a hospital bed, talking about dying, and you're like shocked that he did. Okay.
I was a little surprised that she said it that way, though. She's like, no, he's dead. I'm just folding his laundry. We're cleaning the bed right now. I've got another guy coming in here in about an hour. Like, what? It was definitely a silly movie. Right? Like, I don't know. I think I want to watch Magnum Force. I should have watched that instead of watching this again. But
yeah, after I watched it, I was like, I kind of wanted to wish I had time to watch that too, just as comparison.
Yeah, but
too funny.
It is what it is. Whose pick is it this week?
It is my pick this week, isn't it?
Your pick?
I think.
No, you go after Randy, don't you? We skipped a week in there, didn't we?
We did. So let me double check. It's generally mine, but we mind to.
Oh yeah, but you swapped me back because I wasn't around. It might be Clay's pick.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
Well, I want to be sure because The Last Samurai, The Brood.
Yeah, The Brood. It was Black Snake Moan, The Brood, The Last Samurai, Randy. So yeah, it is yours. I'm sorry. I was all like getting ready for my pick. My bad. But we did switch. We did switch in there. I'd forgotten that. That's what it was.
No,
go for it.
If you want. Okay,
no, go for it.
So we're talking about my pick now?
Yeah. And we'll talk about other movies we watched maybe or something. We got plenty of time.
I was going to pick Kneecap finally, man. They're in the headlines a lot, and we'll see. So,
okay.
Do you have Netflix, Randy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't really use it, but I've got it, so I can get on there and watch it. Is this something I can watch on the plane? Is it downloadable, you think?
Netflix. I mean, if you have Netflix, you should be able
that might be the move.
It's a fun movie. It's funny. It's got a lot of laughs in it and in some music too. It's kind of like a movie based around a band. So they try to, include a lot of music building sequences.
Yeah.
So, it's something you could watch on the plane, I think, no problem. And you would get the gist of it.
No, I mean, I got like a 5-hour plane ride, so I got plenty of time to watch it. I'm going to try to take a nap. Dude, I'm going to stay up all night Wednesday and fly out, and then I'm going to do the same thing on Saturday to come home. For the love of the game, bro.
I'm too old to do that shit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm an idiot. Crash my car driving home or something. I'd be so tired.
Well, I already told Krista we actually bought I think 4 hours extra time in the parking lot so that I can get in and crash my car for a couple hours before I drive home.
God, dude.
Yeah, I got a neck pillow and a little sheet I'm gonna throw in there and just
people do it. I mean, you go to the airport, there's people in their cars.
Yeah. Bro, I'm doing this on the budget, bro, so I can't be getting hotels and stuff, man. I saved $120 just by coming home like 16 hours early. So
hotels are expensive as shit.
Dude,
I'm like, I'm in Little Rock. Like, there's nothing going on out here, and you're going to charge me $330 for one night in this hotel. Give me a break, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm actually I'll talk about it after we finish talking about movies. So Kneecap is it the Irish one?
Yeah,
Yeah, the band.
Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Irish
you've watched
rock
it a
group.
few times, right?
I've had.
Bro, I probably watched it twice this week already. Yeah,
Whoa.
I just
That's
get to
crazy.
the
What?
music parts now. So, but there's some good shit. It's got Michael Fassbender in it. He plays
Oh,
the
okay.
dad.
I like him.
Yeah. He's
Nice.
like a IRA baddie. It's an interesting movie.
Well,
Sounds good.
We'll watch it. It certainly isn't any worse than the Death Squad. So, and I haven't even seen it yet. I can already tell you, it's probably an accurate statement. Yeah, did anybody watch anything cool this week?
I watched something I want you to watch, Randy.
What is it?
It is called The Special, and it's a what are the it's not an SOV movie, but it's probably damn close. It's about these guys. Like, this guy finds out his wife's cheating on him, and so his buddy takes him out, and he's like, "We're gonna get you the special, right?"
Huh.
So they go to this brothel, and he gets this action. It's crazy, but it's very much low quality. But I had a really good time with it, man. I mean, it
Sounds like it's right up my alley.
Yeah, it is like when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, Randy would love this."
Have you seen Very Bad Things?
I don't think so.
That thing sounds familiar.
It's like
the
Jeremy
name.
Piven's in it. The guy, oh, dude, it's amazing. Christian Slater's in it. These dudes like go to a bachelor party in Vegas, and they accidentally murder a hooker.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, bro. It's like
most twisted I've ever seen. Wow.
It's like the original Hangover, but like dark. And it's I think it's a much something about Mary. What's her name?
Oh,
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz is in it, I believe.
Huh.
But dude, it's got like some really funny dialogue, some really great like just like cool scenes where stuff happened where you're like, well, like the party scene is like really fun. I watched that when I was young. That's one of those movies that I bought on VHS when it came out, and I've watched it probably 30 times. But that's what this one you're talking about reminded me of, kind of like that sort of.
I guarantee you, Very Bad Things blows The Special out of the water. But,
Well, there's also another movie like this. I can't remember what it's called, but it's another one where they go to this place and they have. Oh, there's another movie where they have like these 4 guys. They have a place where they all have a key to it, and it's like this one place where they can go do stuff they're not supposed to be doing, and they can take mistresses there, drugs, and then they all start lying behind each other's back and doing things there, and then it just kind of culminates with this big blow up and stuff happen. It's really uncomfortable. I wish I could remember the name of that movie. Yeah, if I remember that one, I'll write it down.
Deep, Randy.
I have a growing list of movies right now that I'm going to be bringing to the table. I just sent Chris a list of stuff the other day, like maybe 3 days ago, and said, "Hey, this is the next one on my list, and I'm picking. Can you find it? Because I can't find it anywhere." And it's got people in it that we know, though. It's got like people that are famous, people that we all know. Ray, what's the guy? Is that kind of a hefty, redheaded Irish guy? Ray something. I think he was the guy who was in Sexy Beast. Ray Winstone, maybe?
Oh, Winston. Yeah, Winston. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's Winston.
He's in it. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the movie yet, but he's in it. I think it's Diane Lane's very first movie. Dude, yeah. When I watched a couple of videos about a bunch of like kind of deep cuts, and this one popped out at me, and I was really, 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 really excited to watch it. So
okay. Another TV movie?
I hope. I hope. But no, I think you know what? And there's a couple of Japanese ones that I have on my list that I thought Clay might be interested in. Maybe, I don't know. You don't like just, anything that's Japanese, but
yeah, if it's good, I like it. They've got a way.
I like stuff that's good too.
Well, I can't really comment on that. You guys know where I stand on good movies.
True.
Have y'all, Josh? You saw Superman. Clay, have you?
I did. I saw Superman.
Are you interested in it at all?
I am. I am very much like a low. Like, Superman is low on my list, but I hear it's a banger, so I don't want to be like, oh no, I'm not going to watch it, and then I watch it and be like, oh shit, it was so good. But I mean,
I think it's
want to talk about it.
I think it's going to be over like a little overhyped at this point.
At this point, I say you should have already
honest.
watched it, or I would wait till it comes out streaming.
Really? You don't think I should see it in the theater? Or?
Yeah, but you're gonna go in with like expectations because I really liked it, but you'll know why I liked it when it's over with. You're gonna know immediately what it was that I liked
some
about
librarian-looking chick is what I think. But
dude, that's for sure one of the reasons. Yes, 100% for sure. But like, no, I'm going to see it again tomorrow.
Are you?
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking. You remember Jonathan?
Yeah,
he's like just going through it, like just I think he's hitting midlife crisis like I am. And he called me the other day and he's like, "Man, you got a minute?" And I was like, "Yeah." We just started talking about stuff, and then I asked him, "Hey, you seen Superman yet?" Because I just want to chat about it, really. And he's like, "No, I was thinking about going." And then he goes, "What are you doing on Wednesday?" And it just happens to be the only time I can even go see that movie would be tomorrow at like 2 in the afternoon. And he's like, "I got some time around 2." And I was like, "All right, that's very serendipitous. Let's go."
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was thinking about going to see it again too. I really enjoyed it.
That makes me happy that we both liked this movie because I think that if 6 months ago, if you'd have been like, "Hey, Randall, you and Josh, you want to see Superman?" You might have said yes. I definitely would have said no. And then
I think I was the only one that watched the trailer and was like, I don't know, kind of looks fun.
I definitely thought the trailer was terrible. Yeah. So like, I was just so dang happy whenever I saw it. You know, did I tell you about the poster? Can I tell you about the poster?
Tell me about the poster, man.
It's nothing. It's not a plot detail or anything like this. So I
saw you talking about on your channel.
Yeah, dude. So like, there's so in a cartoon episode of Superman, like way back, like a few years back, right? There's a Bride of Frankenstein fights Frankenstein's monster, and in that he's like a punk rock guy. The Frankenstein monster guy is, and he has this punk band shirt on, and it's just a joke, and it's called the Mighty Crabjoys. It's just a joke, and so James Gunn is an actual OG like punk rock guy. Like he did Trauma stuff. He's an old punker.
Yeah.
And so he got wind of this and thought it would be a funny little Easter egg. Well, whenever they were doing the movie, there's a scene where they have a bedroom and he's like, "Hey, we got to put crap up on the walls. Let's make a Mighty Crabjoys poster." So they make a Mighty Crabjoys poster. And then the band is in one line of dialogue in the movie as they mention it. Mm-hmm. And so that's how you would even know what it was. Well, the crazy thing is that on that poster, I didn't even catch it in the movie. I caught it after the movie, which is why I want to watch it again, kind of. At the end of the movie, they're playing a song, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder who's singing this." It was about the Mighty Crabjoys. I thought maybe it was a band that was actually playing it. Turns out it's just a fictional everything, right? But when I Googled it, an image came up, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And I'm like looking at it, and I was like, "There's no way." So I go to like James Gunn's Instagram, his Twitter. And sure enough, he posted a picture of this poster, and it has 2 of my friends in it. Like 2 of my buddies are like on this poster. They're indefinitely part of DC. Yeah. So like, I was the only guy that noticed it, and out of all the punk rock people, I'm the only one that saw the movie, accidentally figured this out, and I hit the guy up. I'm like, "Jake, do you know about this?" Because I thought that they just yanked a picture, and I was like, "There's no way they did that. That's super like irresponsible of James Gunn."
I don't think he would do that.
And I was like, "But it who knows?" And so I talked to my buddy, and he goes, "Actually, I'm glad you wanted to do an interview because I couldn't talk about it until today. I had to sign a bunch of NDAs." Yeah. So he goes, "Dude, I can't believe you saw this." He's like, "That's so dope." And so I've already gotten like a handful of people that are into his band now because I made this video about Superman with these guys in it. It's just cool for my community, man. I thought that was really neat. And
that's awesome.
I would never in a million years would have ever been able to. I would have.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Well, they do. Poster. Like I noticed the poster. I didn't know. I thought it was a real band. I didn't know it was a fake band.
Yes, the 2 kids in the front are just actors, but the 2 guys in the back are my buddies.
Yeah.
Jake.
They do they do like a specific shot of the poster on the wall. Like they pause on it for just a second, and then. When I was listening to the credits, there was a song playing. Then they said Mighty Crabjoys. I was like, "Oh, okay, this song, the band's song or whatever." I didn't know that it was a fake band until you brought it up. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's so cool because so what happened was they had a talent person call, like just start hitting up bands on Instagram from Atlanta because I googled where was it filmed and it said Ohio. And so that's why I thought it was a stolen picture because I was like, well, they're from Atlanta. So I thought, oh, they must have just been at like a casting call or something and gotten this. So I Googled where was it filmed and it said Ohio, which I guess part of it was, but the bulk of it wasn't. The bulk of it was filmed in Atlanta. So they started hitting up people on Instagram, and Jake said that they were like, we're looking for people that like really bring the aesthetic of punk, and he was like, well, you really can't do better than us. I mean, they got like big Liberty spikes, big mohawks, studded crap everywhere. They look like what you guys would be like, no, right? And so they showed up, and they were like, oh yes, you guys, and they were like, come with us, you need to help us out. And they had them like, they're like, we need your help giving us pointers. They had to sign a bunch of contracts. They got paid for the day. Yeah,
Nice.
That's cool. Dude. Yeah, and so I told Jake, because he's like, man, it sucked because I couldn't really talk about it, and he's like, nobody's bringing it up to me, so I didn't know if anybody's seeing it. He's like, but you know, it was a lot of work to go down there and be down there all day, and like, he's like, it was kind of weird, and I was uncomfortable, and he's like, but he's like, who knows, man? And I said, dude, don't think like that. Think positive, because there is no telling the door that this could open. You have no clue. There's no way that you can predict what it could do. It could be nothing. Might be, maybe even likely will be.
Yeah.
But if they ever need a band for some WB show and they're filming in Atlanta, they're going to hit those dudes up. If they ever need a band to play the background on a movie, they're going to hit those dudes up because they play in a band. Like, they are real musicians.
Dude, you're immortalized. Like, if anything, like you're in
I told him that. I said, you're
movie.
forever in the Superman movie, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. And they do point that band out 3 different times in the movie.
Yeah, they're on a billboard when they're flying by fighting. They're on a billboard, and then they're in the bedroom, really? And then they talk about it too.
Yeah, they talk about it in the beginning because he brings up his punk bands that he likes.
And she's like laughing at him, like,
right?
Yeah, bro. You know when she started
the PODs.
Talking,
he says,
dude. Whenever she starts talking about being all punk rock and being feisty, you know, I was like, mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I gotta get out of here. I don't want to even sit here anymore, dude. Oh man, but yeah, dude, I was very happy that I just thought it was so neat that people that I knew,
that's cool,
are just associated with this.
Do they know where the song came from?
Dude, the song's completely made up.
So like it's just they didn't have anything to do with the song, though, right?
No, dude,
just hired somebody to make a song.
So the song is actually written by like. Hold on, let me say this right. Hold on, because I looked into this because he said that he didn't even know there was going to be a song. Yeah. He's like, dude, if I didn't know
this is the second song because they play the punk rocker Yes I Am. And that's the beginning of the credits.
Is at the beginning of the credits.
Iggy Pop, yeah.
And then because he's like, dude, if they'd have just said that to us, he's like, we can write a pop song if they want. He's like, but we could have given them like a real. And I was like, oh, I bet they probably would have had to pay for that though. Like that, they weren't doing that. This is let's see. I think it was somebody that had something to do with James Gunn actually wrote this song.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was, let's see, hold on.
I was just curious since you'd already done all this research if you knew.
Okay, so it was written by James Gunn. That's who. I almost said that, but I didn't want to be wrong. Yeah.
That's cool.
Let's see.
It sounds like a pretty legit song. Like
it is a legit song. It's just
I thought it was real. Yeah.
I couldn't find a music video on it. I couldn't find nothing at the theater. I sat there for 15 minutes looking for stuff on it. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat, man. Pretty neat. Let's see. Oh, well, wow.
Do you like James Gunn generally, Clay? Yeah.
I think he does a pretty decent job. Like, what was the one movie he came out with? It was a Marvel-esque, like Justice League or something.
No, well, he did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
He did Suicide Squad.
He did the Suicide Squad, the second one.
That one is way better.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I think James Gunn does a good job, man. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like my boy or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can tell he's from Trauma style stuff. You could tell. It's like all over his movies.
There's a very it is kind of a punk rock aesthetic. Like he's very just like anti-authority. You know, he likes a little bit chaotic. He likes to subvert expectations on a lot of stuff. He's a little edgy. You know, he's playing in the comic book sandbox, so he knows to behave. But he's edgy.
He did Peacemaker too.
Oh yeah, man. Peacemaker's
he's
great.
done like stuff like Slither and
Slither's probably my favorite movie.
Irreverent and weird. Yeah, Belko Experiment was interesting.
I like that movie too. I didn't know he did that. He did Belko Experiment.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, did he direct that, or did he?
He wrote it.
He wrote
okay.
Yeah, he's written some stuff too. Like he wrote the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Oh, I
that's
actually
Zack
really
Snyder
liked
one.
that movie a lot, and
Yeah.
people shit all over that. That's the one I was
What?
thinking of.
That
Yeah.
movie is far better than the original.
I thought it was pretty damn good, but
It
I think
felt like
like
it.
the zombie relationship kind of pissed people off, but whatever. But I thought it was a cool Netflixer. I mean, I was really kind of jazzed about it. I might go watch that shit tonight, but
Which one?
he
The
got a lot of heat for that one.
Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, the remake of his. But
Dude,
yeah, man, it's good.
I just found out that the way that they got the name for that band is pretty interesting.
Okay.
It's just a combination of bands they liked from when he was younger. It's literally brought it's a combination of bands names from the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones,
Right.
the Crabs, and Joy Division.
Okay.
I never would have guessed that, even though when I heard the Mighty Crab Joys, the first thing I thought was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, but I certainly didn't think it was connected in any way. That's cool. Dude.
Yeah, when he said mighty, I thought he was gonna say my Boss Tones. And then when he said Crab Joes, I was like, maybe that's a real band. Maybe it's just a fake band that's supposed to be like Mighty Boss Tones. I don't even know who the Crabs are. But
Just 90s alt punk style.
right.
They're more of a college rock band, if I remember them correctly.
Gotcha. That's cool though.
Yeah,
those little details are awesome.
that's the kind of stuff that makes somebody like me a fan of a character I didn't care about for my whole life.
Right.
Dude, some guy got really mad in the comments because I said I wasn't a fan of Superman. He's like, 80 years of storytelling and there's nothing you like about Superman? And I was like, that's exactly why I don't like him. 80 years of boring ass stories. I was like, whatever, buddy. Like, calm down, man. You probably hate the stuff I like. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
I have completely come to terms with this. That's just, it is what it is, man. I don't care if you like what I like. Like, people are silly.
There's lots of people that don't like Superman, by the way.
Yeah, he's a generally a pretty boring character, but this was a fun movie. Fun, not the best fun.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I didn't go crazy. I almost gave it 5 stars because I was just so high on it when I got out of the theater, and I was like, I gotta calm down. Like, it was just a fun movie. It wasn't anything insane.
Yeah,
but
it's really good. Yeah,
it felt
I'm sure it caught you off guard though because of all the punk rock references.
I was smiling.
Like, I didn't even want to see this movie, and like you just did all that stuff.
I know. I was literally sitting there thinking, like, man, I wish I wasn't by myself right now. This was awesome. But I actually got like pretty good food that day. I was happy that the food was good, and I had the foresight. They changed a rule at Cut Cinema because of your boy.
Oh, really?
Yep. I emailed corporate like 3 times, dude. I was pissed off, man. Yeah. And then I wasn't like saying insane stuff. I just said, look, man, I keep going up there and I only can go at this point in time. I have a job. I can't go there at 3 in the afternoon. I was like, why is it that you offer food and drinks, but when I get there at 8 o'clock, it's not even like it's late. I was like, the last movie hadn't even started yet, and you're already closing things down. And I named the manager twice, like the manager's name that was working there. It was the same person both times.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen that person the last couple times I was there. I hope they didn't get fired. But if they did, you shouldn't be closing everything down at the theater. Like, you have concessions. That's what we're there to go do, is sit down.
That's how movie theaters make money. They don't make money on ticket revenue.
Yeah, but the kids that get paid $7 an hour don't give a crap. They just want to go home. So I understand it, but it's like, oh well, get a different job then. Like, but yeah, they now changed the rule. The girl told me, she said straight to my face, she's like, no, we got a couple of complaints and we changed it. We don't stop the machines until we close. And I was like, I literally was like,
we got a couple of complaints.
I know.
Looked at you like right in the eye.
Said it, dude, and I know my face turned red. I was like, I was like, did you now?
I wonder who did that.
Where?
Son of a bitch.
What a jerk. Over what? Their inconvenience? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to sell anything in this place?
Yeah, why would you want to make some money at like 8:15? That doesn't make any sense to me. I know it's Friday, but good grief, we want to close things down early. We got to get to bed. Right. Yeah, dude, it was a weird scenario the last few times I've had that happen, but I was stoked because I got to have a pretty good experience, man. So, what else are you guys watching?
I watched a few.
I tried to watch War of the Rohirrim or whatever the new Lord of the Rings. I couldn't really get into it. It seemed a little generic. I watched The Surfer. Oh my god!
Oh,
you guys have to watch the
Surfer. I thought it was terrible.
Really,
it's awful. It's terrible. But
I need to rewatch it. But I watched it. And I was just perplexed. At the end of that movie, I was like, what?
It's so funny, man. It's the most off the wall Nicolas Cage I've ever seen. Like it's
Really?
just, dude. I hated him in the movie, and then I was like laughing at him and his terrible plight, and his tail spinning out of control. I mean,
He does make some pretty dumb decisions in the movie. I will rewatch it before I comment too much on it. There's a reason I didn't review it yet because I wasn't even going to bring it up. But like, I will rewatch it. I bought it because it's like $7. I just bought it, so it's Nick Cage I'm supporting. But I kind of want to hear what Josh has to say about it.
oh, he's gonna
Terrible.
He's gonna shred it.
It's terrible. Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
Bummer.
But
Well,
I still am gonna watch it again at least one more time. I need to like rewatch it and like now that I know what it is, I need to rewatch it knowing what it is because I went into it not having a clue what it was, and people keep saying like, "Oh, Mandy," or this or that, and it's nothing like anything anybody's explained to me yet. Like it's not like any of that to me at all. So now that I know what it is, I want to rewatch it. I'll have a much better time, I think. So because I didn't know what was going on. It is pretty unique, though. I will say that. I watched Let the Corpses Tan again. I hated that movie the first time I watched it. I don't know what made me watch it again. And I fell asleep probably about 10 or 20 minutes till the end because it was really late when I started it. But I'm going to go finish it because I was like, this movie is not what I would normally like. But I think I'm enjoying it this time for some reason.
it's a really arty movie, right?
Yes, it is. Very artsy.
I remember I picked it for the podcast and then I changed it. I was like, I don't think anyone's going to like this. I didn't even watch all of it. I just watched a little part of it and I was like, this is not going to be the jam for the.
I agree. It's probably a bad podcast pick, but the second half of it is far better than the first. If you haven't finished it yet,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to give it a shot.
Once it starts moving, once it starts moving, you're like, okay. But it takes a while because it is very arty, very pretentious. But I don't know.
Very like Italian, like just
women that aren't as beautiful as they're making themselves out to be, doing things that beautiful women should be doing, and you're like, what's going on here? But like. I would love to know what my brain was doing when it picked it, but I watched it. But I watched Sinners with Carissa finally.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
dude, that movie is awesome. It is exactly what I want out of it.
Good.
It's from Dusk Till Dawn too. That's all it is. It's this time I watched it, I saw more stuff that it has in common from Dusk Till Dawn. Like it's the same movie. Like it's exactly the same movie to me. Like obviously there's differences, but like. Man, it's so similar. Like I just thought, man, this is awesome. Like even like the preparation of the weaponry is like the same. Like
it's that part of it for sure.
Locked up in a building, they're coming. Like it's just so many things. Like which I love from Dusk Till Dawn, so I'm not tripping. I'll take it. I'll take another one, please. And yeah, man, the music thing was really cool. I got to watch Carissa watch that, and I knew she was going to like that. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, no, I got the 4K when it came out.
Oh, nice!
A week ago. I need to rewatch it.
I would like to watch that on the projector at your house. That would be fun. That's a good one for that. That's a good projector movie.
Yeah.
So is Superman. That one's gonna be fun at your house whenever we have like a party or something, like a get together.
Oh, sure.
That'll be a good one to watch. How long is it? Is it 2 hours or more?
It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something.
It honestly, dude, like
it moves.
Dude, I could have used another 10 or 20 minutes because it does wrap up pretty quick as well.
Yeah, it definitely leaves you wanting more, I think. There's like certain things where I was like, I didn't get enough of this or enough of that. But I was thinking about it. I was like, that's kind of a good thing, right?
Yes.
You want to watch another movie. And that's the whole thing. They are setting up more movies. So
I'm always like, that was too long. That's like most of my time. That's my gripe all the time. So I was happy that I wanted more.
Yeah, no doubt. What did I watch? We can wrap up here in just a second. I watched old Spielberg movie called Munich.
Oh, that movie's awesome,
dude.
Oh yeah, with God, who's the main?
Yeah, the old Hulk guy.
Yeah. What is his name? I'm blanking.
Dude, that movie is rad.
Eric Bana.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
And Daniel Craig is in there too, and.
Daniel Craig's in that? Movie. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's before James Bond. It's like early Daniel Craig. I had never seen it before. You know what? I remember my dad watching it, and I saw like part of it. I remember seeing like one of the bombing scenes or something, but I'd never watched it all the way through. And I was like, "Holy crap! The movie's amazing." really good. And it has all this stuff to do with Israel and Palestine and stuff. I was like, whoa, it feels like way too relevant right now. So it was heavy, but I thought it was fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
What else?
I watched. Have you seen this movie called Neighborhood Watch?
I have
I
not.
think so.
It's got. Oh my goodness, what is his name? The guy that's the son. He's the guy that was in that movie that we watched where he doesn't feel anything. That guy's in it. Jack something or other.
Quaid?
He's Jack Quaid. Thank you. He's in it, and so is the guy with the barbed wire bat from Walking Dead. Those are the two main guys. Jeffrey Dean Stanton.
Jeffrey Dean Stanton, yeah.
Those are the two guys in it. It is a weird movie, man. It's a weird movie. I have like 10 minutes left in it. I need to finish it, see if there's anything that wraps it up. But like, I don't know. It's a weird movie, bro. Like, I was surprised dude, that guy Jack Quaid's in everything right now. Like, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. He's a big deal, apparently.
Dude, I'm a little tired of him, to be honest. But
same. He's definitely not a Dennis Quaid or.
Yeah. I like him okay, but he definitely doesn't need to be in 5 movies a year.
That's kind of how I feel. I like him, but I'm like, bro, chill.
I think sometimes when those guys get an opportunity, they're like, well, let's throw 5 things against the wall and see what sticks. Maybe one of these will be big.
Right.
And then we'll make 8 sequels out of it. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Bring Her Back yet. I'm like, it's so expensive. I just wanted to go down in price so I can watch it.
Is it $20 rental right now?
$24 to buy it. And I'm like, bro, I'd rather, if it was $10, I would have bought it already.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay no.
Wait a couple months, it'll come down.
Yeah, I'll just have to be patient.
Probably be on Shudder soon.
Yeah, very well could be.
What'd you say? Oh, Shudder?
Shudder soon. Yeah,
that'd be dope. Shudder's I still watch Shudder quite a bit.
There's one coming out on Shudder soon that I was wanting to see. It's I forget the guy's name who's in it. He's in the Suicide Squad movie. What's his name? Anyways, it's about this guy. He's like a serial killer on a boat. He takes these women on his boat and then he like feeds them to sharks.
Huh.
I think it's called Dangerous Animals or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what's coming out.
Joel Kinnaman?
No. No, it's God dang it. I'm sorry. I should have.
Dangerous Animals. Yeah.
Dangerous Animals.
Jai
Courtney.
Oh yeah, the Australian guy played the boomerang dude.
Yeah, he played Boomerang. Yeah. He looks scary as hell in that. That movie actually looks pretty good.
It's not out yet?
So it did a theatrical run like a month ago, but it's supposed to be going to Shudder, I think.
Cool.
It looks cool. It looks. I've heard it's really dark.
Oh, it's 90 minutes too, so that's right up my alley, bro. I'm into these shorter. Like,
yeah.
I'll take it.
I subscribed to this magazine, and I wish they had movie magazines like this, man. That's what I was going to say about this, not necessarily talk about music, but like I wish they had movie magazines like this because I'm reading all these reviews, and I've already got like 3 new albums that I really enjoy just from this one issue. And I'm like, dude, I wish they had like a movie like that. I mean, they used to have stuff like Entertainment Weekly
back in the day.
Like, there's not like a really punk rock movie culture. It's just movies and it's independent film. But
right. Well, there was always like Fangoria and stuff, for
that's
horror
true.
movies, But
that's a good point. I should go read Fangoria again. Yeah. It's only like quarterly now.
Well,
I mean, obviously though, I get it, but like, sucks. This one's bi-monthly too, so my zine should be in the mail any day now. I'm waiting for it to get here. It's shipped already.
Oh, nice!
Absolutely insane.
Can't wait to see that.
I can't believe I actually did it. Like, it's freaking nuts, dude. Dude, 4 weeks ago it wasn't even a thought. And it's already like shipped to my house now. Like, I'm just waiting for it to get here.
Wow!
I can't believe we made a whole podcast out of that movie. This is about as long as the movie was.
We are coming up on the runtime. Yeah.
I appreciate you guys sitting through that one. I feel bad for Chris dealing with the argument and that terrible movie.
Oh, well, I'll be interested to hear what he says. I'm sure we can catch up with him next week on it.
Yeah, I should be fine to do the podcast. I'm coming home Sunday morning, so I should have plenty of
Are
time
you?
to-
Okay.
Yeah, I should be able to get the movie watched and everything. Yeah, cool, man. Well, I guess I'll talk to you guys when I get back. I'll talk to you in the text a little bit, I'm sure, but yeah.
I'm sure I'll hear all about New York.
Bro, I'm a little nervous about this trip, dude. Like, yeah, just I'm actually let's wrap this up. I had a question for you, Josh.
Okay.
And then, I'll
All
let
right.
you go.
See you guys later. Kneecap next week.